Hi, Year 7s. Today we're continuing on with Chapter 9. We're looking at Chapter 9b, Perimeter. Okay, it's page 470 from your textbook. Like normal, I'll be highlighting and writing some notes and doing some examples. So can you please copy these into your books? Chapter 9b, page 470. Here's the key ideas. Perimeter is the distance around the outside edge of a 2D shape. Okay, so it's the outside of a 2D shape. Since the perimeter is a length measurement, common units are millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. So like Mr. Murdoch explained, they're the units of measurement. To calculate the perimeter, we're going to add the length of each side together. Okay, so you're adding the lengths that are around the shape. This one's really important. Okay, all length measurements must be in the same unit before being added. Okay, so that means if you've got a measurement that's in millimeters, but then your next measurement is in centimeters, we need to convert them to the same unit of measurement. Okay, so you cannot work out perimeter if they have different units. We need to convert them to the same unit first. I'll go through the first example from the textbook, which is just simply how we calculate it. Okay, so as you can see, these are our three lengths, 1, 2, 3, and they're all in meters. Okay, so they're all in the same unit. So all we need to do is add them together. So there are three sides of the shape, so there are three lengths to be added. Sorry guys, I'm at school today, so that's the bell going on. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna add them together. Okay, 1.7 plus 2.4 plus 3.5. Okay, so you're gonna write the calculation, check all the measurements are in the same unit, and then you're gonna add them together. Okay, so it's very simple to start off with. You're just adding the lengths together. From this example, you can do questions 1, A, B, C, D, and question 2. Don't do them yet because we've got a couple more examples to still go with. Here's the second example. And we're calculating the perimeter of this shape in centimeters. Okay, so it's telling us what our units have to be in. All right. Now, as you can see, we've got centimeters, centimeters, and centimeters. And then we've got millimeters and millimeters. So what we need to do is we need to work out what those millimeters are as centimeters. So there are 5 sides to the shape, so there are 5 lengths to be added. So you're going to add them all together. Check whether all the measurements are shown in the same unit. We can see that they're not because we've got a mix of centimeters and millimeters. Now, our question is asking us to answer it in centimeters, so we're going to have to convert the millimeters, which is what they've done here. So you've got 110 and 50. That converts using what we looked at in chapter 9a to 5 centimeters and 11 centimeters. Now you can see, once we've done the converting, 3, 4, all our 5 sides are in centimeters. So then our answer is going to be in centimeters because we're just adding them all together. Okay, it's really important that we check really closely at the questions we're doing to see whether or not they do have the mix of millimeters and centimeters or any 2 or more units. They all have to be the same before we can move on. Okay, now question 5, A, B, C, D, E, F, you're going to have to pay close attention to see the units of measurement, okay, and see how you're going to have to convert them. Got one more example, and this one's a little bit more difficult, okay? So this one's taken straight from the textbook. We're finding the lengths of all the sides and then calculating the perimeter of each shape. What that means is there's a couple that are unknown that we don't know of. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided shape. So we don't know what this length is yet. Okay, and to work that out, so this is the side we need to work out, but that distance, that yellow distance is actually the same as this one plus this one. Okay, so this would then become 4 cm plus 9 cm equals 13 centimeters. Okay, so that unknown is actually 13 centimeters. So it's just a matter of actually solving the puzzle and seeing what the lengths are. And then all you need to do, just like normal, you're going to add all your sides together to work out the perimeter. Okay, so if you ever find, like we've got the unknown here, which is the question mark, or you can use an unknown, an X or Y or Z, but that's going into more difficult stuff. You need to work out what the corresponding sides are, okay? So if this 8 centimeters here was an unknown, you would look at this 5 and this 3, because together the 5 and the 3 make 8 centimeters there, okay? So that's how we're going to work out if we do have any unknowns, okay? So you're going to have to look at the other side and see which sides correspond and then add them together, all right? Now, so we've got question 1, 2, question 5, and then we've got question 6, 7, 9, and 11. I've also put a couple of extension questions there for those who want to challenge themselves. Okay, I know I've got a couple in my class who have been asking, and I'm sure there are in the other classes as well. Of course, you do not have to do the extension, but I think if you're finding it relatively easy and you want to challenge yourself, by all means, go and do that. Okay, that's all from me today. Good luck. Please ask your teacher if you've got any questions, and we'll go from there. Thanks, legends.